Hello, welcome back everybody.
Hi!
Dad's not here, I'm joking, there he is, behind me. We are back after a week, aren't we?
Yeah, a
There's
week.
no autumn watch.
Last Friday.
No
oh
autumn watch,
God,
been
he's all
cancelled.
sad because there's no autumn watch. My mum and dad will be sad as well because they like autumn watch.
Yeah, they cancelled it. Because of budget. I haven't got my boots on, but since Monday we've been working on the van, guys. Just over there.
Check that out.
Yeah, go check out the van channel because we've done loads of work on it this week. Such as putting the roof back up, putting the flooring down, doing the 12-volt wiring, putting the bulkhead up. So I've got we're just going to drop Dad off because it's Friday. He's got to go to work.
Where do you want to go? Here? Oh, I can't. I was just going to drop.
Renault Kangoo is in the garage at the moment. Just went in Wednesday. The mechanic didn't even call us. It's not very.
Go through the thing.
Yeah, we're just going to drop him off at the bridge. Oh, okay. The mechanic isn't very verbal, is he? He doesn't really call us, let us know what's going on.
No, we don't know what's going on at the moment. Well, I did ring him yesterday, and we put in Wednesday, and yesterday was Thursday, and he said, "Oh, I've only just got to look at it." He said, "I've sorted the cables out."
So Dad has to take that one to work and try and park it. Interesting. For the first time. There's got a couple of blow-up mattresses in there. Next week we're going to build the bed frames.
Yeah, well, you've got the mattresses coming, haven't you?
Yeah. So just dropping Dad off, and we're going down the Monty today, guys. We're going all the way to the bottom.
Oh yeah, get on that bit that's been rebuilt.
Yeah,
You're interested.
Dad you will see it Monday. Me and Dad will be cruising the same section Monday, so we'll see it.
Gate's falling apart.
But yeah, about a mile and a half has been reopened in June. In June this year.
See you later.
It was officially reopened after 7 years of restoration to Crickheath Bridge, which is about a mile and a half, as I say, on from where we could go last time at the wharf, where the guy doesn't like you turn around. So you don't have to turn around there anymore.
Gave Dad a nosebleed, didn't it, 2 years ago? Because he was so anxious.
Yeah, so about a 9-mile cruise today, 4 locks. Yeah, let's do it. Well, as you can see, the moorings here got absolutely full up. They all showed up the day and the day after we turned up. Well, I hope you like my pumpkin. I know it's a bit late now, but it's the trouble with filming in the past. As you can see, this tree's been blown over because it's got such shallow roots, thanks to only being able to grow into the liner. And this has happened quite a lot along this section of canal. This is the location of where the Montgomery was abandoned, and how it ended up in the state it's in now. This is where the banks burst in 1938, and at that time the London Midland and Scottish Railway, who owned this canal, and the Shropshire Union didn't want to pay for the repairs because it wasn't really necessary. The canal was barely even used anymore, so it wasn't seen worth the extra money to get it restored. So that left everything past the aqueduct pretty much to go to rack and ruin. This section that we're cruising today down to Crickheath was restored in the 1990s. There's a short little section past the old Bridge 73 here which is extremely shallow, and you literally hit bottom, you can't turn. It's one of the shallowest bits of canal I've been on, but it's minuscule. It's like a 100-metre section. Looks like a bloody cannon's hit that tree, isn't it? Well, this is the Raddle Basin here, and that is supposed to be a swing bridge, but I don't think it's operable anymore. There's actually a sign there that says how to operate it, but yeah, for some reason you can't go in there. It's just like a little basin that's still got water in it, but I imagine it's silted up to hell, so you can't really get in there. But it used to be a place where there was transshipment from the railway to the canal. Well, these are the CRT workboats who are getting ready to do some work on one of these locks down here, which is closing on the 6th of November, so we haven't got long. There's also one on Frankton locks, which is closing on the 6th, and we're getting off on the 3rd, so just a few days before. So this is why I had to rush to get onto the Montgomery to be able to have a couple of weeks on here, you know. Ooh, it's a big step, that one. Along this section you'll see some nice little lakes and nature reserves alongside the canal, and these were built because the environmentalists weren't happy when they were restoring the canal, because there was some rare water flora which grows in this canal and was being destroyed when it was being restored. So they demanded that they had to build nature reserves every 5 miles along this canal of restoration, which obviously costs a lot of money and is partly another reason why it's taking so long to restore this canal. Well, I think we know what the stoppage is going to be. As you can see, this balance beam here is just braced together because it's fallen apart. So this is the lock that is going to be worked on. And these are the original lock gates from the restoration, 1996.
Right, through the 3 Aston locks now. Met a lot of people, surprisingly. First lock is on our side, and the second lock there's a boat coming up. And then another boat was coming up.
Yeah.
They're all lovely people.
Surprisingly, we've seen a few boats today, haven't we?
Saw a bunch of ramblers on the bridge.
all the little
Mum.
heads, there's about 10 of them and they even clapped, as you'll see. We've met some really nice people on here, haven't we, John?
Yeah, and then there's some more ramblers there. One of them tried to open the gate, but it's too leaky because that bottom gate is going to be replaced. It's all braced together.
Yeah.
That's the one that's going to be replaced. It's 6th of November. So that's why we have to get down here and back up.
I did see the date on there, Josh, 1997.
Wow.
So
Done good.
we've seen one today, 1994.
Yeah, Graham Palmer. Right?
Graham Palmer's.
Yeah, we just got a nice contour section of canal now to the end of the Montgomery again. Sadly, we can't go any further. Well, we can go a little bit further, about a mile than we did last time. But from there, can't go any further. Schoolhouse Bridge is being rebuilt, so me and Mum will take a walk today and take a look at what they're doing down there past Crickheath, because they're already working on restoring the next section. Mum's going to be surprised when she sees the towpath's going to be all nice and it's not all overgrown, because last time it was...
It's just nice to see. Well, we haven't taken Olive down the 2 miles that's been open.
No.
Might have to get in contact with Colin. It's Colin Head. He films the Montgomery all the time, doesn't he, Josh, and the progress they're making. He's got a channel for it, so we'll look him up.
Anyway, let's continue.
Here at Maysbury, you've got this lovely service place. It's probably the nicest one on the canal network actually. It's owned by CRT. It's got showers, Alsan, pump out, water. The only thing it doesn't have is rubbish. Right, I gotta get off and do this lift bridge now. That down there is just a little private arm that goes down about a quarter of a mile to a boatyard that's down there. Now here is the terminus. This is the last winding hole before the new restoration opened up, and you had to turn around here, but the guy opposite didn't like people turning around here, and he'd get very angry if you even so touched his boat. So we're very happy that we can now go through this bridge, and this is the new section. Well, this part isn't new. I'll tell you when the new part is, but you couldn't go down this part because there was nowhere to turn around unless you wanted to reverse.
Yeah.
So technically you could have gotten to this bridge here where there were stop planks, because the next part through this bridge was at a lower level, but you'd have to reverse all the way back, which would have been a bit of a job in this boat, so that's why we didn't do it. But through this bridge is the brand new section opened up in June. So it did take him about 7 years to restore this section, which isn't very far. It's about half a mile, but there were some major problems, like I say, with the levels. I'm not really too sure on what happened with the levels, but they did get them wrong. And also they had to build the canal over a bogland down here, which was quite hard to do. But I often say the Montgomery Canal is my favourite canal, and people think, no it's not, it's boring, you know, it's uninspiring. Well, yeah, this section sort of is, down to Crickheath. But past Crickheath Bridge is where this canal really comes into its own, with beautiful brick aqueducts, and one of the most beautiful lock houses that you ever see, and stunning Welsh countryside. It is absolutely beautiful. I do recommend watching our series of videos where we walked the whole of the Montgomery Canal, because you have to see how nice it is. But just as it gets beautiful, it ends, unfortunately. So unfortunately we've made it to the end. This is where we have to wind and turn around. Through Bridge A5 there, you can't go any further. That is where they're restoring next. But let's go have a little look, shall we? Oh my god, big fish just jumped. It's a new spot to all of them, this is. I love it. Look at them. So as soon as they restored that section in June, they moved straight on to this next section, which goes to the next bridge, which is Schoolhouse Bridge, which is currently being rebuilt. At the moment, they're restoring the stone wash wall here, which is being funded by the Association for Industrial Archaeology. So, in several sections along here, there's dams, because at some point they were water testing these sections to see how well they held water and if they'd have to reline the canal using lino. I think the results of this were that some kind of waterproofing was going to have to be used, unfortunately, which is going to take longer and more money. As you can see, this is as far as they've gotten with clearing all the vegetation out of the way. This is what it did look like a couple of years ago when me and Mum walked it. Well, this is Schoolhouse Bridge, which is the last road stoppage in Shropshire on this canal, but there's a lot more in Wales. So this is being rebuilt, and it was supposed to be rebuilt in October 2021, but because of COVID hit and the inflation at the moment, things cost a lot more, and this has probably cost about 2 million to build, and it's going to be finished by the end of November. So that is the last obstacle between here and Lannymannock, which is about 2 miles away, and all they have to do is restore the dry canal and put it back into water, and then we can get to Lannymannock, which is in Wales. To do that, they're trying to raise £250,000 to restore this next section to Lannymannock. Right, we've made it to the latest edition of the canal network.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful, this bit. Well, we know that Montgomery is beautiful because me and Josh walked it, and Josh done a special vlog on it.
We started here, if you remember our walk. Yeah. Crickheath Bridge, because this wasn't quite restored yet. I think 7 years they've been working on restoring this section.
Just taking a walk up there.
Taking a walk to Schoolhouse Bridge, which was just an embankment and a road last time.
Yeah.
But now they've finally got the money and the time, and
yeah, the bridge is there.
It was supposed to be built in October 2021, but because of COVID and prices of everything went up.
I said to Josh, it probably would have been all this section would have been open. But when we walked this section, it was like overgrown with trees, and you'll see the section that we get to where that before the bridge. But it's just it's so beautiful, this canal, absolutely beautiful.
This is just when it starts to get beautiful as well. And you just want to keep going down to Newtown, but you can't.
The only thing is, you have the only thing that does ruin it, which we said before in the other vlogs, is the big road. You know, but it's stunning
That trunk road crosses the canal like 20 times. And although they built like half, probably, of the bridges, where the canal, the trunk road goes over the canal, like 10 of them, they got to build 10 new bridges for this main A road down into Wales, and it is just gonna be mayhem.
I reckon it'll take a long time.
They got
and they have to close roads and things like that. And
it's a big, busy road. I don't know how they're going to do it.
It's a very busy road. We had a problem even crossing it.
There's 2 mile section, dry section here. No more stoppages past Schoolhouse Bridge, which is being rebuilt now. And it's going to be finished probably. It says autumn 2023, so probably the end of November.
That's what they're saying, but.
And then they've just got to restore this 2 mile dry section. There's no more stoppages to Clannymannock, and then you're at the Welsh border. And then we've got the £16 million grant to hopefully get us to Ardlin, which is a little bit further on, and then we've got the 12 mile restored section.
I reckon we'll do it in Olive in a few years' time.
Yeah, so maybe 10 years, I'd say. 10 years, be hopeful.
Fingers crossed. And I'll be nearly 70 with a stick.
Oh, no, you won't be with a stick. You'll be as fit as a fiddle. Just look at your dad. How old he is?
Yeah.
He's still fit.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we could go through that bridge when we're here next.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
Fingers crossed.
was great cruising the new restored section, guys. Definitely recommend it.
I think we're going to stay here so Andy can have a fish.
Because we were going to go back up Monday, but there is a little parking spot here. It's a very, very quiet road.
We just got to get round to Thursday for the pump out
instead
of Monday, so I'm sure we'll be able to do that. So, but the thing is, when you're up there, it was lovely on the Western Arm, but the trouble is you're surrounded by boats there. So
here,
we're completely on our own.
I'm sure
It's
it won't be forever.
lovely.
But I am going to vlog on the way back, guys, so yeah, stay tuned because there's going to be some lovely drone footage of this basin here and down there. That will be in the next vlog.
It's going to be lovely.
Yeah, because I'm running out of video, so I've got to film more now.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and Dad will be cruising Thursday back.
I'm going to take the
van ahead, and she's going to paint the roof in the van.
To tell you the story about.
Oh yes.
Tell you the story about the red van. Andy sent me a text message. Red van ready. Pick it up 10:30 in the morning. 620. So I said to George, "Oh
Mum,
my God, £620 to have it repaired."
Her face. It's like someone died.
Oh my golly. I said, "You're going to have to put it up for more so we can get more."
I said, "You're going to have to call Dad and see what's been done on it, because all that needed to be done was the cables that went to the fuel pump and the lock on the back.
So
that's all that needs to be done."
I rang him up and he goes, "Yeah, we just got to pay for it tomorrow. It's 60 quid. I said, "What?" I said, "You put 620. Oh my God. So that's made him laugh. He's just going to tell Claire about it. I'm just going to tell Claire about that. He said, thinking it's £620. I said, "I don't know." So yeah, it's only 60 quid. Yeah, and we have got somebody interested, so. And the back door locks now, so.
Hopefully by the time we see you next time, it'll be sold. Alright,
bye.